Welcome back from deer stand. It is the morning of November 6th, and I'm back hunting with Victor again. Last time I was with him, which was I think 2 days ago, which I believe would have been the 4th, we had a nice buck come through as we were setting up midday, and then we seen that really wide 8 probably 45 minutes before shooting light was over with. He was out yesterday, called in just a little 8-pointer, and seen a couple other bucks running around in the morning, so we jumped right back into that same tree today, but now this time I'll be with him filming. It's just before 7 right now, and we just had a little fork come running across his neighbor's beans, probably a good 300-400 yards away. It's the first deer of the morning, but we're sitting in that general area down by his pond where we had a bunch of bucks come through the end of October last year, and we're sitting kind of up on the top of this hill, so anything that's in front of us here is going to be down at a pretty steep angle. But the good part is we got a tree next to us that's still holding a bunch of leaves, and it breaks up our outline pretty good, so we should be able to get away with a decent amount of movement if he's got to spin around and get a better shot angle. But our wind's blowing right back in the direction that it was when we came in here. It's supposed to be a west-northwest wind that shifts to a pretty strong northwest. And I think by the end of the night it's supposed to be mainly a north wind. Another buck with him. Big one? No, small one. You're not even looking? I don't even hear it. Yeah, I don't know what that other buck was behind them, but there must be a doe in there or something that they're coming in. That's weird, they're together like that. It looked like that. I think it's like that Tiger 8 that you were talking about. No, but I seen it with the binos. He's got his the second one. Well, the first buck is G2s are probably like this. Yeah.
Well, good morning. It's Wednesday, November 6th. We're back in stand. We're back ready to hopefully punch a tag and get the job done. We had really warm fronts, 60s and 70s, and a ton of rain the last few days, and it just kind of a little mini cold front with a change in wind direction. We've had south winds. Now we got a northwest wind, and temps have dropped, and I'm hunting the scrape line. I'm hunting back where me and Aaron had that shooter buck come in. where I wasn't able to unfortunately get a shot off. You know, a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of mix-hap, and with shooter deer sometimes with bucks, sometimes all you have is a split second to get that shot in, and unfortunately it just didn't happen. This whole spot is littered with scrapes and rubs. It's the most fresh sign we've seen on probably most of the properties we're hunting. So my thought is that I can get some of this deer working this little travel corridor in between the egg and the marsh, this little strip of woods, coming in to freshen up these scrapes, freshen up these rubs. With all this rain, washed away all that scent, I'm hoping I can catch them cruising up and down or coming in working these scrapes, and that's the name of the plan. We're solo today. Aaron is with her buddy Victor in a different part of the state trying to get old Mega off his private piece, and I'm out here doing a little self-filming. So it's about 15 minutes after shooting line. We're gonna sit tight. I think we're gonna do a little bit of like a doe bleat grunt call sequence here and see if we can get something maybe to come on in. So we'll keep you posted. Today's the day. Holy smokes, we just shot a buck, baby. We just shot a buck. It happened so fast, I don't know. I think I might have shot him a little low. I just got done messing with the camera. I did a rattle, and from the north, he comes walking down this trail, comes walking down this way, and he's 10 yards in front of me. I don't have the bow in, I got the camera in my hand. I got my arrow right here, I can turn it around for you. You can see, he was right there. It happened so quick. Let me see. There's the arrow. Stick it in the tree. He came walking in from the north, 10 yards. I just had to grab the bow, and just like what happened in this spot last time, I wasn't hesitating. I pulled back on him. He's looking right at me, and I shot. I didn't have much time to settle the pin. I hope that didn't screw me. The arrow's completely covered in blood. I went down and looked. I do have some blood up here where he kind of ran off and stopped, and I saw where he ran in. I don't really know what to think of or make of it yet, but I'm just hoping I go walk up on some horns. I haven't shot a buck in so long, dude. Stay tuned, baby. I'm hoping I'm holding horns.
It's probably an hour after Vince shot that buck, and we haven't seen any more bucks pop up, but my brother just called me too, and he shot a buck. So we are gonna be in a treat for today, that's for sure. But I ended up hooking up Victor. Got the GoPro. I won't miss nothing. I gave him my GoPro for head mount because I know once I leave he's gonna end up shooting one of these pegs. So hopefully he can hit record on that GoPro and get that thing on film. But we got 2 bucks to go find, so at least I'm getting down for a good reason. But I'm just praying that both of these bucks are expired and we can find them quick. The good thing is they both shot them in the morning, so we got the whole day to recover these things and get them dealt with. But I'm gonna sneak down, slip my way out of here. Victor's gonna stay in the tree. Let's just hope that we can find these bucks, but I'm gonna get down, get heading out there.
Alright, so we're back out here, roughly 4 hours after I shot. This is the tree I was in right here. Only had the platform, no sticks needed, just elevated probably, what, 1.5 to 2 feet off this tree.
directly broadside. Arrow still stuck in tree. Aaron was out filming with our buddy Victor. He hustled on up out here. His brother shot a buck today. Victor's dad shot a buck. I was first to go. Aaron busted out here. He's gonna help me track, so we're gonna go to first blood. We're gonna go to the arrow. I got an arrow knocked, ready to go, because I did not see him crash. He did run to my left about 20 yards, stood there, was just kind of sitting there for a minute, got a little wigged out, took off down this little tree line about 60, 70 yards, and I didn't hear him crash, and I never saw him pop back out. So we're gonna kind of get on this blood and just slowly, real slow, work our way in, and we're ready to go in case he's bedded down and if I shot low or whatever. So. Hi, is this, I forget the name. I called that Scott's Deer Service and he had your number on his voicemail. So I had a buck come in at 8 this morning, and it was one of those where he's just right in front of me 10 yards, where I just kind of quick grabbed the bow, pulled back and shot instantly. And it was a pass through, but I think I hit him low. I got blood. The arrow went through and it stuck into a tree, you know, on the other side, you know, past him after it went through him. And the shaft of the arrow is completely covered in blood, red blood, like a pinkish red, but it's also got, you know, like some grease, like white fat, and there was a lot of white hair. We were tracking it a ways, you know, quarter here, speck here, and then we kind of just were like, well, I don't want to get on the trail. I was going to call, you know, I figured I'd call a dog or something. So we're like, well, let's just kind of go in the direction of where he went. And we walked out quite a ways, and I kind of gave up on it, and I was just going to say, hey, I was going to walk back and grab my backpack where I left it, you know, kind of where I shot, and give you a call. And walking back, I just ran into a big pile of blood. Looks like he might have, you know, been standing and stopped or something. And I got a ton of blood on the ground in front of me right here. All right, thanks. I'll be waiting for you guys. Thank you. Bye. You filmed that?
What do you say?
So, yeah, he goes, you know, definitely goes, no, he goes, we get a lot of low shots. He goes, I mean, honestly, man, he goes, we'll find them a mile and a half in on those low shots. He goes, the only thing is sometimes, you know, he goes, it's a flip of a coin with these, you know, not saying we're not going to find them or we will find them, but he goes, but we'll run into it where the dog will kind of like, after a while, it might go into like a deer bed, and it kind of will like turn off. He's like, eventually sometimes the deer will stop giving off that gland, that scent in its gland, that it's injured. So it's like the dogs kind of will, they tune out, and they're like, dogs will kind of give up like once they stop smelling that. So he goes, it could get to that, but he goes, don't get your hopes down. He goes, we find a lot of these when we do recover them successfully. He goes, but he goes, yeah, the Scott guy that I called originally, he was on the phone with him.
All right, well, plans have completely shifted around from what we expected to be happening. It's 4:30 right now, and we're sitting at a Quick Trip. My brother's pulling out some cash because he's having a dog tracker come out to help find his buck. There's not really any blood he was finding, and we're pretty sure he didn't get a pass through. He found his arrow broken off, and we think he hit the opposite side shoulder. So he actually called the tracker to come out, and it happened to be the same exact tracker that Vince is actually using, and he should be tracking his buck roughly around this time. But now my brother and I are gonna go help recover Victor's dad's buck. Hopefully we can find that buck, get some photos for his dad done, and then make the hour trek out to help Vince hopefully recover his buck, and then we're gonna be on the way to go and recover my brother's buck. Hopefully, we think he shot the opposite side shoulder, so he didn't get a pass through. Found his arrow, which was broken off, and he had 10-11 inches penetration, covered in blood, but there's just not really much of a trail, so we just called the tracker right away. But we're gonna get heading over to Victor's and hopefully recover his dad's buck.
pretty mature doe. I was trying to hold off because there's so many bucks chasing does right now, and we gotta track a buck. Sadly, I do gotta call the neighbor because she did run 30 yards beyond the fence line, but I tried shooting her at first, and a buck came running down the hill, and I didn't wanna, shoot her because I couldn't see the buck, and I didn't know what size it was or anything, so I didn't want to shoot. Well, it was a little one, so she literally came to the butt of my tree, and I didn't know, I couldn't move. She had two other does with her, so I just kind of waited and waited, but I'm pretty sure I smoked her. So Aaron's coming out. He's coming to help me get my dad's buck out. He's gonna help me come get this doe, so we'll get a deer recovery on this, but I'm almost 99% positive I heard the deer crash. So it's the first buck down, doe, sorry, my bad, doe down of the year, and that's the first deer with the elite ethos. I wanted to shoot a deer so bad with that ball, so we got a long night ahead of us.
There he is, in the creek. Can I thank you for that on camera? Do you mind?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah, no problem.
Scott.
I'll turn that off.
Max, thank you, Scott.
Max the rock star.
Max the rock star. Can you say it again with the scent? Can you say like how he just air scented like that?
Well, we started tracking,
Yeah,
but the wind was like quartering into us perfectly.
sure.
And as soon as he air scented it, I knew it was game over.
You weren't kidding. He went pulling hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew right away when he was on that deer.
Yeah, and he knows the difference. He knew that was a deer he was
That
trying
he was going.
If
That
this
is
was just any deer, he wouldn't care.
really.
He wouldn't-
He knew that specific scent with really.
There was something out. There's got to be other odors involved, so that's how he figures this all out. There's other odors involved in
Okay.
all of this. He puts an identification on the animal, and
they release. So like when they release that when they're injured, he can pinpoint that
yes.
specific deer.
So that odor still must have been air drifting,
Sure.
and then he caught it, and then I mean you've seen it.
Oh, he just
Soon
like a
as-
light switch. He just
As soon as he caught that air, that scent, so that deer must have went to your blood,
air, and he came this
and then
way.
came this way.
And that's kind of what I saw when I tracked. There was that puddle, and then I saw a faint. I was on the phone with Brian, and there was like a faint drop, which is the direction. He totally skirted that and just
Yeah.
went.
Yeah.
He went
'Cause
right away.
He actually skipped your blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were right. He went right to the deer.
I don't even know how many yards away, but
Yeah.
as soon as he air scented it, it was game over.
He
I knew
was.
it.
He was pulling hard. He knew.
Oh yeah, he knew.
Good boy, Max. Good boy.
He's mad because he can't go. He can't go touch his deer yet, but we're gonna try to get him
We'll get a picture.
out of the mud first.
8 point. Thanks again, Scott.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, let's get this guy out of here.
That's why I kept going, because it was raining so hard. I didn't know it was raining. Yeah, a little bit. When I was looking, I seen all the freaking pulsating on that side. So I figured he hit his artery, because a gut shot would not do that.
That's a swagger though. Small entry hole, big exit hole. Yeah, there's only blood on one side. Still kicking. It's a big dome, man. She's one of those heavy ones. Why didn't you shoot the lighter one? There you go. Yep. So then,
Yeah, but if I go on this side, how am I gonna get her other side up? Just twisting it.
yeah. So like you'll go up. Yeah, put your head up. So yeah, you'll throw that up. No. Go on your. Those will go on the right side of your head.
Grab it with
And
the
then
right
you'll,
hand, and you'll like twist into it and grab the back leg.
Yep. And then yes, so throw that up.
Holy shit.
I just gotta show everyone how to do it. There you go. Yep.
I'm gonna break her legs.
I don't think she'll mind.
I'm gonna throw her up on you.
Yeah, you laughed. I got her off.
There we go. Oh, don't look at it. Wanna go the other way? Like the way we came in.
Oh shit.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, you might have to lead the way. Now I can't see.
You wanna go? Just follow the blood for long. She's heavy.
That's a big one. What do you think of the buck?
Yeah.
Body.
I might drive my truck back here.
Yeah, I should have brought the four-wheeler.
I know you should
I
have.
was gonna bring the four-wheeler.
I told you should have brought it.
No, you told me no.
I told you no, but then I said just bring it and park it up the way. There's, but that Papa said, like, wow, my stuff's already scratched.
I registered mine already.
See, definitely later. Little bit. Not the odds how old this Pepsi is. Oh, it's new.
Well, so far we're 3 for 3. Now I gotta go find my brother's buck. Oh, sweet. Forgot about them.
Otherwise, this will be mine.
But, well, I'm happy we found your dad's buck and got that doe. Vince found his buck.
I feel like if they found his, I should be able to find mine. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure yours dad. It just
Yeah, we'll get back.
not having an entry here, exit hole, you know.
So I definitely hit higher,
But, all right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Don't turn around. You're gonna get hit.
Hey, it is what it is.
Just can't. I just catch the camera.
Right. All right. Yep. We'll keep you updated.
Well, I'm sure as you guys can tell, all the leaves are finally off the tree because it's Thanksgiving. I just realized that my brother and I didn't end up closing out this video. So just kind of wanted to recap what all happened. You know, 4 deer were shot that day. It was just an incredible day for everybody. Unfortunately, my brother and I went and tracked that deer till about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I greatly appreciate the guys over at Max's Deer Recovery for coming out and helping us and making that track job with us. What ended up kind of coming to the conclusion between all of us is that my brother ended up shooting a little higher than what we expected. We think he hit above the lungs and into that offside shoulder. They ended up jumping the deer probably 600 yards from where my brother ended up shooting that buck at. As a crow flies, it was probably only 150, 200 yards, but the deer just kind of zigzagged his way around through this marsh, and they ended up jumping him, and I think it was 18 hours after the shot, somewhere around there. I'm not exactly sure because this was weeks and weeks ago now, but you know, it sucks having to deal with that, but I'm extremely happy and proud of my brother as well for just going the lengths that we did to go and try to find that deer. We do think that that deer is going to be just fine. We never really ended up finding a whole lot of blood on it, but it was just a whole fiasco. That whole entire day was just absolutely crazy. You know, started off at Victor's, ended up getting a call that Vince shot a buck. Moments after that, brother shot a buck. As I was actually going to get Vince's buck, that's when Victor's dad shot that buck, and then Victor ended up shooting that doe as my brother and I were heading over there to help go find Victor's dad's buck. So it was just a whole, oh, I'm choking on a cracker. It was just a whole fiasco of a day, but just an absolute blessing that we ended up recovering all those deer. My brother's still gonna stay after it this season. It's gun season here in Wisconsin right now, so he's gonna try to fill his gun season tag. But just a crazy, crazy day that was. Just so fortunate to be able to get out there and film everybody and do what I've been doing. So I greatly appreciate you guys watching. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. We got a whole lot more coming. Turkey season's gonna be rolling in soon, in a couple months. Super excited for that. Gonna try to pound a bunch of states if we can, but greatly appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.